LY4 in BigDenoPlays Kingdom Death. The people of Bogtown were facing off against the Butcher for the first time. It's very exciting. We do actually have the Climactic Butcher in play for this campaign. I've actually got him painted. Here he is right here. Very similar to the artwork is the Climactic Butcher, just holding on to his face. I love that actually. We'll be using the Climactic Butcher, but you don't use him in this fight. You just face off against a normal, average Joe Blow Butcher, and he's pretty straightforward. So, well, when you've played the game a little bit, he's pretty straightforward. In the first time you face him, he's an absolute shitlord. So, hey, let's go over to the survivors area. You can see my builds that I've got and a couple of little changes. So, I forgot to put the outskirts in Lantern Year 1. And so I missed out on potentially gathering some hollow stones. We haven't got any iron, so I haven't missed out on building the Reaper Jaw, which is one of my favourite items from there. But yes, missed opportunity. Good work, me. We've had some wasted endeavours that we could have used on, what is this, B? How many Bs? 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Butcher, level 1, comes with dreaded trophies, so he gets potentially stronger for everyone he kills. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the beginning of his turn, the beginning of every monster turn, he shuffles his deck, which the Climactic Butcher doesn't do actually, that in itself made it a very interesting change. And then finally he draws 2 AI cards every turn. So that's quite a challenge. Here is our hit location deck. Boom. Alright, so we have a full rawhide set with a lucky charm that's obviously not going to do us any luck whatsoever. Our full Frogdog set with the grapple claw, that'll hopefully be our main damage dealer. We've also put the evasion there with the monster grease. Vertebraeonet, also probably not that useful, but it does have a 2 strength, so better than nothing. And some bandages. The Bone Axe, will be hesitant to use that in this fight due to the unfortunate single, I think, super dense location. And the Bone Dagger, similar boat. So, Berserker, Fast Target, Infectious Lunacy, Toughness 9. Toughness 9, I think we can manage. We've been facing off against Toughness 8. For the most part, so relatively manageable. We set up 1 random terrain card. So let us shuffle the terrain deck and see what random card we get. We get, well, actually we need 3 stone columns, so I'll just use those. And 2 acanthus plants, excellent. I'd love to harvest those acanthus plants for goodies. We need some other resources. So, I'll set that up and we shall return. It's not my first rodeo against the Butcher. I have a pretty locked in plan. We can let him go first. Well, sorry, we can't let him go first. We go first because we're defending our home. But there's no need for us to rush. Generally, most of the Butcher's cards are pretty straightforward. So we're usually better off setting up, getting out, various things in place. So we've put our survivors like so. And we will go through our departure. And then we will also apply arrival bonuses, which gain some insanity. Random terrain card. Survivors are defending our home. We go first. So we will start. We don't have our chick with thingy. So Proctophilia, important to note. We need to depart with Stinky Gear. Mossy, Monster Grease. Lily, Crestax, and Ivy with the Proctophilia is wearing the dreaded pack. So we have all 3 Proctophilia survivors with Stinky. There's actually not much we can do. I was going to use Orator of Death, but that person's not able to orate right now. So that's a real shame. But what we will do is harvest some acanthus plants. So the acanthus plant is harvested. Our scout will roll 1d10, rolls an 8, gain a fresh acanthus, strange resource. Love that. Love that. One fresh acanthus. Wood, 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 wood. Come on. Good. All right. I guess Mossy will do the other one. The Scout will then move. 1, 2, 3. Yep, Mossy will do the other one. She's got plenty of armour, so she rolls a 4, which is find nothing, archive the terrain. Very good. We got one fresh acanthus out of it, which we will turn into a dried acanthus at some point. That's our turn. We'll not do anything else. No one else will move. And we'll trust that our plan is going to work. So we'll draw the first AI card, and it is Hack City. One of those fun little dumb rules. Hack City, closest threat in facing. So that is, of course, Mossy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Guess what? The target has survived Hack City. So we could do Legendary Lungs. However, I think that is dumb, and we should not be doing Legendary Lungs at this point in time. It is actually dumb to do Legendary Lungs on that. There is a chance you will learn something. Yeah. Not happening. It's a silly rule. It's a silly place. Nobody wants to go to Camelot on second thoughts. Gaze of Truth. Move and intimidate targets. Oh, what a shame. Closest threat in facing, it's Mossy. Once again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah, look, the butcher's not adjacent. How unfortunate. On a result of a 3+, if you're adjacent, done. So that is the butcher's 2 AI cards that he's drawn. We now get to go Hack City on him. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mossy will go into the rear, and she's going to go first with her scythe. She is 1 accuracy, and so that's hitting on a 6, and then she's in the rear, which is now hitting on a 5 with the grapple claw. It's an 8 and a 6. That is 2 hits, and we get the armoured pig shoulder super dense and the thick cape. Attack attempts to wound this location, so we'll do that one first. So we're strength 1. We've got nothing else that benefits us there. So that's an 8, so that is a wound. It's a very nice start from Mossy. So we will mark her weapon proficiency point with her scythe. And super dense is gone, so we will be able to attack with the weapons. This one has a reflex. Unfortunately, 7 is another wound. The reflex says, roll a dice if the result is greater than their courage, so i.e. if the result is greater than a 1, it's a 10. The monster suffers brain damage, or we suffer brain damage equal to the monster's level. So we suffer 1 brain damage, and that is it for Mossy. Good work. Let's go with someone who has a bone axe. 1, 2, 3, 4 with the bone axe, and we will swing. 2 on a 6+. Mossy's had her turn. So this is Mace Windu. Hitting on 6s. It's a 5 and a 9, so we get 1 hit. The Furious Gauntlet. The attacker locks eyes with the savage horror underneath the butcher's mask. Turn to face the attacker and intimidate. We need a 5. That's a 7. That's a wound. So there is no failure. We will then go with Egret. I need to change Egret's model because I've put Egret as a man. Egret's here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're in there. I'll just put Egret. What are you using, Egret? Oh, the vertebrae net. Very good. So Egret goes in there with vertebrae net. She's got tough, which is nice. No accuracy, so she's hitting on 8s. She rolls an 8. It's a good start. Reflex. 4 plus 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7, so that is a fail. Reflex move adjacent if possible. We're done. Last person to go is the Crest Axe Wielder. Actually, we'll just do the Scout. 1, 2, 3, get out of there. Unfortunately, the Crest Axe is not insane, and this is a real miss from me. We're not gaining any stink tokens, so we just have to hope soon. So yeah, we're literally not getting any strength buff. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Crest Axe in the rear. Hits once on an 8, and we flip the Furious Bellow. We get a Lantern 10, which is a wound. Good girl. But unless the attacker is deaf or has 3+ courage, they suffer brain damage equal to the monster's level and are knocked down. So Lily is knocked down. And that is it. So, good work. We did four wounds. That's actually pretty awesome. So, it's the beginning of the monster's turn, so we shuffle the hit location deck. And we now draw an AI card. So, it is Hack, the closest threat in facing. So we get to choose one of these two. Both of them have no evasion buffs. Mace, evasion 1, Egret, evasion 1. So we'll go with Egret because she has tough. So it's 2 speed, hitting on a 4+, which goes to a 5+. So that's 1 hit. And there is a bleed after damage effect. We'll see where it hits first. Hits the body, yeah, so we will dodge that using our dodge. So no bleed and no damage to the body. Hack is completed. And Wild Carve, closest threat in facing. It's the same. Ooh, all survivors adjacent to the monster suffer 1 damage to random hit location and a bleeding token. That's bad. Alright, I hate that one. 2 and a 4+. We'll go for the other one, which is Mace. It's a 4, which misses because of the -1 evasion, and a perfect hit. It hits the target in the hands. We'll spend a survival to dodge. Everyone is going to suffer 1 damage to a random hit location. So Mossy to the waist and a bleeding token. Lily to the waist and a bleeding token. Mace to the body and a bleeding token. And finally, Egret to the hands and a bleeding token. Our turn. Alright. That one's bad for being in there. So that was the end of the monster turn, so our survivor will stand up, little Lily. Lily is not insane, so I think our best bet is probably Mossy to go first. So she will swing. Who's got our bandages? Who do we need to keep? Yep, so we're not going to activate Egret, she's just going to run around bandaging everyone. So do we do her right now and protect Lily? Yep, so we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. And she will remove a bleeding token from Lily using her bandages. She's done. So Mossy swinging in the rear, 7+, 6+, 5+. Double 2s, no good. I don't really want to use the bone axe, but I think we will here. The bone axe. It's a 5, which misses, but a 7, which is a hit. And it is, ooh, the Furious Gut. The Butcher's knocked down. All survivors gain 1 courage. I can't look. It's a 5, that's enough, because he's got +1 strength. Woo! Alright, so the Butcher's knocked down. Everyone gains a courage. Pile on! All reactions are cancelled. Egret achieves bold. So Egret is bold. She will roll on the bold table. She rolls a 7, which I think is gain a strength token. Bold. Showdown phase. Gain 3 survival and 3 insanity. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We haven't suffered any brain damage yet, have we? Let's check. Yes, we have actually suffered brain damage. That was on Mossy and on brain damage. Our chick with the axe. So you got to remember the brain damage because it triggers frenzy from infectious lunacy. That's why they're both on insanity 0, sanity 0. Great. All right, so the monster's knocked down. All survivors gain 1 courage. We've done a wound. So now we will attack with... I wish we had the vertebrae net now. So that's the bone axe done. Mossy's done. Crest axe, I guess. 3 speed, hitting on a 6+. It's hitting on 3+. 2 perfect hits. You got anything for perfect hits, Lily? Nope. 3 hits. 1. Ignored. But these are strength 1, so these are wounding on 8s, unfortunately. Nothing we can do, so actually doesn't matter. I'll just roll all 3 of them at once. Order doesn't matter because the butcher's knocked down. So 7, 5, 9. So 1 damage. Complete all 3 of those. She's going to move away. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's Mossy, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mossy will move forwards. 1, 2, 3, 4. And he's going to move to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Done. That's our turn. Okay. So the butcher stands back up. This guy can be really good. He can give you lots of courage if you flip that card quite a few times. So no brain damage. Yep, great. So Mossy's going to be our target. We hope. And we flip. Double hack, the closest threat in facing, which is Mossy. So we'll go like this. So 4 speed, hitting on a 4+. Oh, 2 bleeding tokens, sucks. Three, 6, 2, and a 10. So that's 2 hits. So we're definitely suffering 2 bleeding tokens. Body and waist. Comfortable with both of those. 1 damage apiece. 2 bleeding tokens. Yucky. Let's hope she doesn't get 2 more bleeding tokens. Double hack completed. Last AI card is Hugh. It's only 1 speed, accuracy on a 3+. It's a Lantern 10, we'll dodge. Our turn. We'll definitely start here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And she will remove 2 of Mossy's bleeding tokens using the bandages. She's done. Then I think we will go Mossy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Into the rear. Swing with the grapple claw. A 6 is a hit with the grapple claw. Mossy doesn't have a speed buff, does she? No. Oh, the death blow. She can crit that location, actually. So crit's kind of the thing that we're aiming to do with this particular layout. 1's not going to get it done. Oh, each survivor may select permanent evasion, permanent accuracy. All right. I guess we'll go here. Into the rear with the bone axe again. 2 on a 6+. Uh, 5+ because of the blind bonus. There's a reflex and there's a failure. Ooh. Okay. Yep, so that'll be fine. That's a 9, which is a successful wound. One. And on the Furious Gauntlet, That's a 9. It's another wound. We're rolling okay. We'll go in with the crest axe now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Crest axe is hitting on 3 speed 6s. 1, 2, and a 5. 3 misses. It's the end of our turn. So Butcher will shuffle his hit location deck. And we will flip 2 AI cards. The first one. Wild Carve, the closest threat in facing. Ugh. Oh, that's a bad one. Oh, no. That's the bad one. We've got nothing we can do about it, though. So, 2 speed on a 4+, both targeting Egret. So, it's only 1 hit, so Egret will dodge so that she doesn't suffer bleed on that one. Then all adjacent survivors will suffer a bleed token and a hit location single point. So Egret herself will suffer it to the waist and a bleed token. Mace will suffer it to the body, and Mace is now knocked down and a bleeding token. Lily will suffer it to the body. She hasn't spent a survival yet, so she doesn't get the rawhide benefits. And Mossy to the hands, suffers a bleeding token. Next one is Hugh, the closest threat in facing. There is a knockdown there, so that's not ideal. But 1 attack, 3+. It's a hit, so she suffers 3 damage. Uh-oh, Egret. Don't lose my bandages, Egretty. To the waist. 1, 2, 3. She's got to do a severe injury roll. No. Poor play from me if I lose the bandages, though. Severe injury roll on the waist. We roll. A 1. Like, oh, she's not going to... Oh, hang on. When rolling on the severe injury table, unless you roll a 1, add +1 to the result. Tough. She's dead. That is a shame, actually. That is a real shame. No more bandages. That makes this fight a little scary, actually. So that's the Butcher done. So it's our turn. So we will stand up using a survival from Ivy to encourage our dude with the bone axe. So the bone axe is going to go first, I think. Yeah, bone axe first, hitting on 5s. That's a perfect hit, and we get, jeez Louise, reflex 4 plus 3 plus 4 is a fail. Ugh, that's bad. Attacker rolls 1d10 if the result is greater than their courage. It is greater than their courage. They suffer brain damage equal to the monster's level. He's going to suffer brain damage. 1 green brain damage there. He's moving away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We really probably need to get something happening here. So we'll do Mossy. At least we know for a fact that those 2 cards are out of play right now. Legendary Lungs could be in there, which would be bad. We'll swing with the Grapple Claw. 2 hits. Come on, Mossy. Come on. Trap. All right. The attacker is doomed. All survivors in the zone of malice gain 1 bleeding token. Oh, goodness. And suffer knockback 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bleeding token and bleeding token. Perform basic action, targeting the attacker. During a survival opportunity, I don't have a survival opportunity here, so we can't do knockback 5 in any direction. Okay, so this is all looking a little bit bad. So basic action is, he's got bleed on his basic action too, doesn't he? 2 speed, 4+, come on Deno. Oh, misses twice. Mwah. Love my dice sometimes. No bleeding token for Mossy. She's my favourite. Can't lose Mossy. All right, the Scout is going to go. 1, 2. The Scout's going to swing with the Bone Dagger and just hope for the best here. 2 hits. We've got no sad Frogdog song. Only 1 strength. Need to roll well on these, don't I? Reflex in a reflex. We're actually okay with that Furious Shoulder. That's actually tremendous for us. So, yeah. So we're strength. So we need a 7 to wound here. So that's a 1. So unfortunately, all survivors in the zone of death suffer bash and knockback 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Knock down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Knock down. And that is all she wrote there. So Lily's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, Lily's fine where she is. That is the end of our turn. That was a bad turn for us. Bad turn. Could have been almost game over at that point. Well, not game over for us. Game over for the Butcher if we'd rolled well. We did not. So the first AI card is Gaze of Truth. The closest threat in facing, there is not one. The closest threat, it is over here. It is Mace. So the Butcher moves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's the end of that attack because he is not adjacent to the target. Second card, don't be Legendary Lungs. Double hack. All right, move 1, 2, 3. It's going to hit on 4 dice, hitting on a 4+, so that'll go to 5+. So that's 2 hits. So it's going to do 2 bleeding tokens to Mace here. Yuck. Body. Uh-oh, Mace. He's going to dodge 1. And then he'll have to roll a severe injury roll. He also does not have a reroll available. Tremendous. He rolls it too. No. What are you doing? Oh, dreaded trophies too. He's now got +1 movement and +1 speed token. Oh. 2 dead survivors. This is about to be very bad. And here's me talking smack about how easy the Butcher is at this level. And instead, we're about to find ourselves in huge trouble. All right, well, gets up. 1, 2, 3. So he's now speed 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. So we just want to be able to get first crack. No, so we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4 into the side, and we'll swing with the crest axe, and we need to roll like an absolute hot jet here. Gosh, I wish we had some insanity, Lily. That's 2 hits. There's a reflex, and there's a death blow. All right, well, we'll do the death blow first because there's no downside to that one. See what we roll. That's a 7. It's not enough, is it? Oh, it's got 0 strength on it. 0 strength. Oh, well. And then the second one, that's a 1. So nothing there. Full move towards the furthest survivor suffers bash. Bash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Butcher's AI card. Goes towards the furthest threat. Gaze of Truth. No, we needed that one to be the one that it did to Mossy. Does it get in range? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It does, no. All right, so if the Butcher is adjacent to the target, roll 1d10. On a result of a 3+, the target suffers brain damage equal to the monster's level. So she does suffer brain damage 1, which puts a token on her. She's knocked down. She gains 2 understanding. which is actually fine, and a random disorder. She gets weak spot. That's one of the better ones to get, Mossy, with your weak spot. And we'll let Scribe determine the hit location for us. Randomise. Weaks at the arms. All right, so she's now knocked down, which means she is not going to be the target for this attack. It's probably going to be the scout. It is actually going to be the scout. Definitely going to be the scout. Double hack, the closest threat in facing it's the scout. 1, 2. We'll go like so. 4 speed, hitting on a 4+. It's actually 5 speed. Ugh. Because of the dreaded trophies. We're in trouble here. 1, 2 misses. So 3 hits, 1 damage each. Hand, body, boots. Hand, body, boots. And does 2 bleeding tokens. Alright, so I think we just need to sacrifice Ivy to the gods of the butcher. Alright, so we'll encourage to stand up Lily. Lily will then encourage and see if she gains her survival back. She does not. So everyone's standing up. She'll move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She'll go to there. And we're just going to have to hope that Mossy can get the job done here. So with the grapple claw, during a survival opportunity, spend all leg armor points to suffer knockback 5 in any direction. Someone else's attack. Come on, Moss. 1 hit. Furious Gauntlet. It's actually probably not the worst option because she would potentially get a brain trauma and get an extra insanity, and maybe they'll make her frenzied to give her an extra speed. Failure result. 2's a failure. Oh dear. Turn to face the attacker and intimidate. On a result of a 5+. We do not roll a 5+. The attacker suffers 1 brain damage per monster level. The scout will go 3 speed with the bone dagger. 6, 9 and a lantern 10. Perfect hit. Gain a survival. Good work, Ivy. Nothing else from her. So, an impervious cleaver. Gain an insanity. A reflex. Oh, yes, that's good. And a death blow. All right, so the impervious one, we gain an insanity. Fine. The death blow, 5 is not enough. And the reflex, a lantern 10. We did a wound. Yes. 4 to go. Bash, knock down, move towards the full survivor. That's the end of our turn, so he shuffles this deck again. Whew. Well, the Crestax is about to hopefully get the job done. Let's have a look. It's a wild carve, the closest threat in facing. So if we have a look, we'll go here for 1. And the butcher will swing with 3 speed, hitting on a 6. 7, 3, 3. So we will dodge that. So all survivors adjacent to the monster suffer a bleeding token to the boots. So as long as it's not the double one, Lily will survive. Lily does get to ignore severe injury rolls. Don't be the double carve. Double hack. What are the chances? Well, the chances are good when you say don't be the double hack. Jenna, you should know better. We've already used our dodge, so this is pretty much it. Yep, 2 hits. Waste and hand. Waste, hand. And she gains 2 bleeding tokens and dies. She can't use her rerolls on both of those. Was it only 1 hit? Can she use a reroll on that? Let me go and have a look at the tape. No, 6 and a 9. I was right. Okay, so Lily is defeated and the Butcher now has +2 damage tokens, but it's going to be the bleed that kills us. Stand up. Stand up. What do we do about this, Deno? 3 wounds left. We can avoid 1 hit at this point. There's just going to be too many bleeding tokens. I don't think we've got any way we can avoid that. So I think our best bet is actually to just go for it and try and roll well. Or we sacrifice the scout. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll sacrifice the scout, I think. So the AI card, Gaze of Truth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Does nothing. And then Wild Carve goes to here. 2 speed. 1 hit, 1 miss on Ivy. So she will spend a survival to dodge. And then she will gain a bleed token and a damage to a random hit location to the waist. Perfect. And gain a bleeding token. So it all comes down to these rolls. Oh. Oh. It's the best we can do. A Lantern 10 and a 7. That's a good start. +2 toughness to wound this location. You're a joker. And an impervious hit location. Mossy. Yeah, let's see how we go. That's a 1, so the failed to wound the impervious hit location. Furious Breastplate. A 9. Ooh, did we get it done? We did. All right. All right. Oh. So the scout will swing with the dagger. It's the only option we've got left now. The bone dagger, 3 on a 7+. It's 1 perfect hit, so gains a survival. Oh, I'm so nervous. There's a reflex. That's actually awesome for us. All survivors in the zone of death suffer bash and knockback 5. It means the Butcher's not going to do anything next turn. Let's see if we can wound. Get in! Get in. Reflex, bash, and knockback 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're all knocked down, which means the Butcher's AI card is going to be this one twice. Double hack, no target, menace. And then menace again, is that right? Menace, no. Turn to Butcher to face the closest survivor. This survivor suffers 1 brain damage per monster level. 1, and then we do that again. 1. So she suffered brain damage twice. So she's still not triggered her thing. That is it, double hack. Oh my God, are we going to do this? Everyone stands up. Butcher shuffles his hit location deck. Ugh, I don't think I can handle this, friends. This is an awesome Butcher fight. This is probably one of the best Butcher fights I've had on the thing. I don't remember my last couple of Butcher fights, but I feel like it was not good. We need to do 2 wounds this turn. If we can't do 2 wounds this turn, we probably lose anyway. So, perfect hit, dagger, 799. Oh my God, 3 hits. Super dense, so we're about to lose our dagger. Wound with a courage. Oh, okay, impervious, we gain an insanity. Alright, so we are actually... Our best bet is probably that order. Alright, well this is it. This is the fight right here. I can barely handle this. So, our first roll on the Armoured Pig Shoulder, which is going to destroy our weapon. It's a 5, that's a miss. But this one, the Furious Gut, if this one gets through, I can't handle it. I can't handle it. Oh, roll it in the box, dickhead. Roll it in the box, idiot. A 7! 1 strength. And 1 strength from the Bone Dagger. That's a wound. The Butcher's knocked down. All survivors gain 1 courage. Okay. Mossy can do 1 wound. She's just got to do 1 wound. She hits on a 3+. She wounds on a 4+, I think. All survivors. This is going to be one of the greatest victories. Managed to party survivors gain a courage. Mossy achieve bold. Roll something that's relevant, Mossy. Roll something that's relevant, you absolute jet. Come on. She rolls a 1. That's not relevant. Bold. Actually, it's gain a strength token. That is... Look, I'll take anything at this point. Okay, so the monster's knocked down. We're hitting him on a 3+. We're moving. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're in. I can barely handle this. She's got 2 attacks. She's hitting on a 3+ because he's knocked down. 2 speed, 3+. Grapple Claw. Come on, Grapple Claw. A 7 and an 8. Thick Cape, don't be the trap. Oh, we get 2 cracks at rolling a 4+. The first one, it's a 4. Thank fuck for that. And the second one's a 1. And it's the only reason why it's a wound is because of the strength token. Get out of here. Get out of here. I'm going to take a breather. Hang on. That's a crazy fight. We lost 3 brave survivors in that showdown. Complete the showdown. 1 hunt XP. Ivy achieves age 1. We return and advance the year. Wow. So I think I was reading something the other day which was quite interesting. The timing of when you gain the age roll happens before you choose a weapon proficiency. Happens when you choose a weapon proficiency, and then the weapon proficiency is actually next on the list. So you do actually get to, if you did a weapon, if you had a weapon in that fight, you actually gain a proficiency. So I just realised that my dagger. No, it was. That's right. I smashed my dagger in literally the last turn. I was just flipping out there because I was like, the dagger's destroyed. Bone dagger's destroyed. Oh. Let's do our age roll for our greatest hunt ever, which is Ivy. She rolls a 7, which is grab yourself a random fighting art. 7 to 15 is grab a random fighting art. Berserker. So we need to do some babies, unfortunately, as quickly as we can. Plenty of endeavours to spend though, 9 endeavours to spend. So, and we've finally got our survivors back online. We've got a 4 death count, which is good. We've got no resources in storage. Let's go and have a look at what the Butcher does for us on the rewards table. I can't believe that showdown. That was awesome. Alright, so the roll 1d10 and add the butcher's level. We don't really want a butcher's cleaver. 1d5 broken lantern resources is okay. We can build some monster tooth necklaces maybe. It's a 9, which goes to a 10. 1 butcher's cleaver, rare gear. Good start. Butcher's cleaver, rare gear. It is actually quite useful. 1d5 broken lantern resources, and we roll 4 broken lantern resources. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, yeah. Goodness me, that was a wild turn of events. We'll probably hold off on having children until we get Clan of Death at this point now. Mossy has Stalwart. I'll grab out the Butcher's Cleaver. It's going to be a short lantern year, I think, or a short settlement phase, because we just have to do our settlement event and then Gorm Climate. It is wild to me that I've flipped Clinging Mist twice with the way that we randomise those rolls. First one, this pile. Like randomly shuffling, I can get occasionally flipping the same one. This pile. And 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We flip. Shapes in the Darkness. Nominate 2 survivors to see Shapes in the Dark. Oh, 10 plus, we can get Storytelling. Well. Nominate 2 survivors. They are both dying on a 1 or a 2, so that's not ideal. Hissing Cockroach is okay. The pair gain 1d5 Insanity, so... what we will select is... Ivy gains a dagger proficiency, by the way, which I was just talking about. 1 dagger proficiency. So I guess we'll nominate Hunter. What's Hunter got? Why's Hunter got drafting table written on her? Oh, lifetime. Good. Yeah, so we'll nominate Hunter. She's actually quite good. So we'll just nominate 2 new ones. So we'll do Cornelius and Gareth. Cornelius and Gareth will be the 2 survivors that are dancing in the darkness. Dancing in the street. So we can use a reroll if we need to. Which we don't. It's a 6. We gain a Hissing Cockroach. That's a Vermin resource. There's a new Vermin resource in here actually now, which is called a Golden Frog. That's cool. Hissing Cockroach, there it is. So we've got a Hissing Cockroach and a fresh Acanthus. Let's do our Gorm Climate. Let's see what we roll. It's a 5, plus 2 to home endeavours. We're okay. I'm normally good enough to keep over gear. I'm normally good enough to keep over resources, but we've been quite resource starved in this campaign thus far. It's been a challenge. It's good. Probably due to unfamiliarity with the Frogdog and not being willing to, go resource farming like I normally would on the thing. I haven't hunted a Screaming Antelope yet, by the way. And he's usually a way to kickstart your campaign in terms of the amount of resources it generates. But yeah, we're probably okay to face a level 2 Frogdog now. I think maybe we'll see. We've got some good survivors starting to work their way in there. Tornado's quite interesting actually with the unfroggable blind thing. yeah, so there's some interesting ones. We've only got 9 alive survivors, which is making our ability to get Principal Society happening pretty challenging. And we do need to get Principal Society happening sooner rather than later, because I really want to grab ourselves some Accepting of the Darkness so we can avoid brain traumas, which is always pretty much my preference. Collective Toil, anything that allows you to actually prevent something from occurring, i.e. death. Fresh Acanthus and a Hissing Cockroach. So we'll turn that Fresh Acanthus immediately into a Dried Acanthus. And for scrap, I don't think we can make the Monster Tooth necklace without a bone. Is that right? Oh, we do have a mossy molar. Yeah, we'll make a Monster Tooth necklace as well. And let's not forget our Butcher's Cleaver. Rare gear. Very good, very good. It'd just be the time that the Bone Eaters would turn up, wouldn't it? Absolutely joking. Okay, we need to think about our next showdown and who we're taking out and what we're going to do with our variety of endeavours. So let's just review our endeavour options. So we're obviously not building anything. We're obviously not innovating. We're obviously not special innovating. We'll probably do some practicing at the table. Shared experience might be helpful. We don't have any omens. So augury feels like our best option, and hollow stone gathering. All right, so we'll hollow stone gather. So we gain 1 hollow stone resource. And we'll just go and have a look at the outskirts and see if we can actually craft anything. I don't think we can. Scout lantern, what do you need? 3 basic lantern. I'm buying making a fucking scout lantern right now. Jeepers. Jeepers, a scout lantern is just a life changer. Why didn't I remember that? I really want Grimjaw. 1 scout lantern, done. That's one of the greats. Okay, so if I spend the rest of my things, do we hold on for Clan of Death? We've still got a full party, so we're probably okay. So maybe we'll have a look at some drafting table practice. Who's got some understanding? Anyone got 2? Nobody's got 2. Tornado, what have we got here? So drafting table, seed pattern. No, 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 no. Anyone got 1 hunt XP that we can level up to 2? Gareth, yep, so we'll use Gareth will get a hunt XP. Let's take him to age 1, so we'll roll his age roll. 17 actually, so that's not a random fighting art. That is. Permanent accuracy. Well, Gareth's joining the team. Welcome, Gareth. We'll probably give Gareth an axe proficiency as well, because we've got a lot of axes, not through choice. And that'll just make our lives a little bit easier. I've got my dried acanthus that I need to grab. So we didn't lose any of our equipment because the scout didn't die. we don't have to roll on our equipment thing, I should say. Yeah, so if you're alone during the hunt or at the start of your act during the showdown, you may enact a logistics of death. We never got to that point, but it's lucky. We were close. Okay. I think I just wait for Clan of Death, so... and now I'm thinking maybe we hunt a level 2 Screaming Antelope instead of a level 2 Frogdog, because I've no idea what the level 2 Frogdog is going to look like. Whereas a Screaming Antelope just supercharges our resource gathering. Oh, I've got Story about Hands of Heat. How good's that? Forgot that. Calm Climates. Shapes in the Darkness. It's one of my favourite ones too. Hands of Heat. It's like, I don't know why, but I just love the artwork and this concept. Great artwork. Here's the concept. If the settlement already innovated a lantern oven, which we have, we roll straight on the lantern branding table. Branded feet, permanent speed, permanent strength. Accident, suffered the blinded severe head injury. So we'll put the dried acanthus on Mossy, I guess. Because if we get another luck on her, or even a speed actually, a speed on her would be fine. Permanent strength. Yep, so we'll put the dried acanthus in Mossy's gear grid. So if she does suffer a severe injury, we can archive it. Coughing well. Yep, so we'll put dried acanthus in the gear grid for Mossy so that she can potentially avoid a severe injury if we roll poorly on this. She suffer the blinded severe head injury if we roll a 10. So we roll an 8, kind of permanent strength. All right, well, all helps. The 10 would have been permanent luck, which would have given a luck 2, which would have just meant game over. This campaign's already done. We've already won. I think it's drafting table time, so let's do someone who's probably not going out on the hunt anyway. Hunter's already gained the understanding. Gareth's going to go on the hunt. Do I remember my... Yeah, so my shared XP. So we've got 7 drafting table rolls. Or we could do 2 more shared experiences on Cornelius and see what Cornelius rolls. Yeah, we'll do that. Pretty sure shared experience is not 1 only. Once per lantern year. Yep, great. So he'll roll on there. It's a 3. What's 3? Kind of permanent strength. All right. So some tasty survivors coming in there. Cornelius, +1 strength. Let's give Cornelius a... We'll go... We don't really need sword proficiency because we've got Vagabond set in this campaign. What else can we go for? Fist and Tooth. Fist and Tooth actually with strength buff is a good call. Good work, Deno. You can play this game, mate. You're a good bloke. Don't ever let anyone tell you otherwise. All right, 5 endeavours for drafting table rolls. Or intimacy rolls. No, drafting table. Drafting table. Let's go. Someone we don't care about skipping the next hunt. Tornado's good. We want to take her out. Hammer, also good. Want to take him out. Califax, we haven't got a bow yet, mate, so maybe it's you. Got plenty of survival, though. Mossy's definitely one we want to roll with, but no, I think Califax probably is the one we're going to roll on the drafting table. So Califax, first roll, rolls a 2, creative slump, nothing happens. Califax, second roll, a 3, creative slump, nothing happens. Third roll, rolls a 5, gains vision, and gains 1 understanding once per lifetime from the drafting table. We've got 2 more rolls. Califax again. Rolls a 2, nothing happens, and the last one rolls a Lantern 10 and picks us up another seed pattern. So that's okay. I was looking into the pumpkin the other day, the Ghostling pumpkin that we picked up. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. Leans into this doomed archetype. I remember it's from the Ezra of Deadheim set now. I couldn't remember where it was from. Cut and then take from the bottom. Oh, what do we got? Durandal. Collect a bile off a returning survivor who was regurgitated. Seems unlikely. Seems unlikely. So I love seed patterns, and I love a seed pattern deck that is just absolutely stacked, right? Where there's just heaps and heaps of seed patterns, because when you see different ones every Lantern year. Did Califax get to Understanding 3? I've got to check that. No. So what actually happened is when you select Vision, it gives you the Understanding as well. So he doesn't have that. But yeah, having different insight, different pattern cards just really changes the texture of the campaign. Gives you different things to look at, different strategies you can employ. And yeah, I quite like that a lot, actually. So, all right, I'll have a think about which monster we're going to hunt, but that's all of our endeavours spent. So, feel okay with where we're sitting. We just need more resources. So maybe it is a Screaming Antelope. Maybe I'll just do the soft option so we can get the campaign kick-started. Or maybe we go raw dog. I've never failed a campaign on the YouTube channel, so maybe today's the day. Maybe we just go straight for level 2 frog dog. I've convinced myself we're going to do a level 2 frog dog. Let's go. Kingdom Death. And if we fail, we just restart and do an Ark Survivors one and do some philosophies. Because frog kick is awesome. All right, friends. Hope you've enjoyed. We'll catch you all in the next episode. BigDeno out.